Okay, so on to the next track in Sammy's Unmasked Inner Sound series, man. Now I kind of feel like we're heating up. Straight after that Daughtry track, man, it's starting to heat up in here, man. That track was fire. For those of you who are only hopping on now, you can actually just go and take a look at that track. It was Daughtry, Heavy as the Crown. Fire, one of the highlights of the series. Or you can just go straight back to the very beginning of the series and watch it from there. But this one over here is Oasis. I have heard of the name Oasis. I'm not entirely sure. I'll obviously let you know if I've ever heard the song. I don't have anything of Oasis on my playlist. And I most certainly haven't heard anything of Oasis at least in 20 years. I'm sure. But I have heard of the name Oasis. This one over here is called I'm Outta Time. I'm pretty sure I haven't heard this. But if I have, I'll definitely let you know. But I can't imagine I've heard any of this recently, I must be honest. I haven't heard this. You gotta keep on keeping on. Hey. Out to sea. It's the only place I honestly can get myself some peace of mind. You know it's getting hard to fly. I kind of feel like he's just, okay, so the song is basically he's just recalling his life. So specifically when I'm out of time. So it's basically he's talking about his life and in terms of talking about regrets and talking about strifes and adversities. And literally speaking of that, there was actually a line here that was actually quite interesting. See over here, so that actually has kind of like a sound of regrets over there, like when we were young and did all the things that we had done, but we got to keep on keeping on. He didn't say that the things were good or bad, right? But that what follows that is like, I guess we just got to keep on keeping on, essentially. It's like, yes, we've made mistakes, right? But it is what it is. You got to keep on. Well, what are we going to do? We're going to dwell in the past. We can't do that. So again, it's almost like he's going through his life sort of periodically from when he was younger. And I think he's getting to that point where it's like I'm out of time. So it's kind of like reflecting on his life over the years. I'm not sure, but anyway, carry on. Out to sea, it's the only place I honestly can get myself some peace of mind. You know it's getting hard to fly. If I'm to fall, would you be there to applaud, or would you hide behind them all? 'Cause if I had to go, in my heart you grow, and that's where you belong. Okay, so that's actually just speaking to his partner. So it's like, if I were to go, would you still be there with me, right? Would you be my ride or die? Would you stick it out with me? Very interesting the way he said, like, the only place he's comfortable is out to sea, like when he's actually going adrift, like when he's not on solid ground. So almost in like this dream state is where he finds his sort of peace of mind, right? Because anything within the proximity of human life is where he finds his adversity and his pain, essentially. So anything on land, he finds his pain, and anything, if he drifts out into the sea, even though it's more dangerous territory, right, he's more comfortable there the further away he is from people. I don't know, that's just how I'm interpreting it, but very, very cool. I like the instrumentation on this though. Yeah, I most certainly have never heard this song in my life. It's like, would you be happy for my downfall? If I had to fall, would you stand there and applaud, or would you hide behind the, I don't know what he actually said there, I don't know what the word was over there, but I'm assuming that would be like stand behind him, actually helping him up, you know? If I had to go, in my heart you grow, and that's where you belong. To fall, would you be there to applaud, or would you hide behind the wall? If I had to go, in my heart you grow, and that's where you belong. Guess I'm out of time. I'm out of time. I don't know, does anybody know actually if this was somewhat linked to his own personal life in terms of like, I'm out of time? Like, was he ill, or, you know, did he have some sort of disease that was going to sort of, you know, would kind of like, he was going to pass away soon enough, it was going to spell his demise, or I don't know, you know what I mean? Because it's quite a you know, I'm out of time, like I'm out of time over here. Or maybe he's talking about it in a different context over here, but in terms of maybe he's out of time for somebody that's actually standing by his side. I'm not sure, but it feels like more like there's some inevitable end coming, and he's writing the song almost as if like, who's in my corner? Who's going to stand by my deathbed? Essentially, I don't know. I'm out of time. Instrumentation of this. It's a beautiful song. Definitely a song about introspecting on your life, kind of looking back. So like sort of deathbed kind of thing where you know, looking back at your life, looking back at your regrets, looking back at the things you achieved and didn't achieve, looking back at the people that stood with you or didn't stand with you and are going to stand with you until the end. Essentially, it sounds very much like an end of time, out of time type song. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm not entirely sure what is the context of it and what is the reason for him having written this, or maybe it's just about a protagonist of sorts and it's just telling a story. I don't know, or maybe it's tied into something that is actually happening in his own, well, what was happening in his own life. You guys, for those of you who know Oasis, let me know down in the comment section. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!